Virtual immersive environments let students experience any sphere of professional and life application, yet at the learning stage. Students need inspiration and encouragement to keep exploring the potential of education for their own capabilities. Engagement that virtual reality can produce will eventually veer students' desire for further exploration and more intimate forms of play with peers. The pedagogies of constructivism and game-based learning show that students and children learn best by doing or by being.
Jeremy Bailenson, a virtual reality researcher who directs Stanford University Virtual Human Interaction Lab, is in agreement with many in his field. Dr. Bailenson argues that virtual reality technology is advancing so quickly that it is certain to infuse just about every corner of our lives. Virtual reality is a natural extension of every major technology we use today, of movies, TV, video conferencing, the smartphone, and the web. It is the ultra immersion of all these things, and we'll use it exactly the same way, to communicate, to learn, and to entertain ourselves and escape.
Virtual reality is going to transform the traditional concept of incentives in the learning process. It's this ability to let us feel a sense of human connection and forge emotional connections with our virtual characters. Boosters say virtual reality will make a powerful communications platform. Today's companies spend billions on travel and video conferencing because even though we can get all our work done remotely, face-to-face meetings are powerful. Virtual reality technology creates the world of imagination, which is capable of breaking the boundaries in traditional education. Yet researchers have shown that virtual meetings can be even better than real-life encounters because our avatars can be programmed to act perfectly, manipulatively, in ways that we can't.
Handheld displays are tracked devices that can be held with the hands and do not require precise alignment with the eyes. In fact, the head is rarely tracked for handheld displays. Handheld augmented reality, also called indirect augmented reality, has recently become popular due to the ease of access to smartphones and tablets. In addition, system requirements are much less since viewing as indirect rendering is independent of the user's head and eyes. Cons: the simulator's fidelity depends on how accurately it can track your movements and how quickly it can adjust the image to match the motion. If the technology is just a little off, the simulation fails. Impersonal tool for autonomous learning, and it has social isolation in which the user of virtual reality relies more on interactions that take place in a virtual world than on experiences in the real world. But Vygotsky says, VR is the MKO for language, symbols, and tools to use. The MKO is needed to develop new skills and concepts, apprenticeships. This can be helpful when learners are in the zone of proximal development. When they are ready to leave that zone, they will have the skills needed. Vygotsky supports role play and simulation, which are key for learning with zone of proximal development.